Welcome back everyone to Punny Plays a Stout Minstrel. I have found the first of the watching stones used by Zorth. I'm expected to challenge these things for whatever reason to distract her. So, Babrukazad, yes. And here we go. So let's take care of this fell spirit. Well, they're not too much trouble. That it? Ah, not a problem. I think the other five should just be as easy. Now, I also need to find those stout axes. Apparently these watching stones aren't too difficult to find. Just look for the big statue of a dragon and that's likely to be it. Number 2. Hello. Do you like living in an ugly dragon? Just asking. Ah, I guess you don't know. We should be getting close to... Ah, I think I found them. Hello there. You've been recalled. We haven't found anything anyway. Well, I think I found some bats. Bats. We'll deal with them. Well, they went away pretty quickly. Well, maybe they're not used to fighting. But they have a replacement crew already? Oh, well. The thing about MMOs is, of course, has to respawn for the next person. Now, what next? The next group should be somewhere around this way. Ah, there they are. Right up there. Working away, trying to look for something, probably fruitless. Hello. You've been recalled. At last, Mr. Zorth is giving us a break. Well, her give you a break? Well, that's unusual. Hey. Though if she's sending those bats, then it's not much of a break. I think there's another one around here somewhere. Though it doesn't look like a very hot... Oh, there's an orc here. Well, no, that wasn't a stout axe. That was an orc. Most definitely not a stout axe. What was that all about? No idea. Did that orc know something? Uh-oh. Scattered equipment lines the edge of this chasm. I don't think that group made it. Well then, that leaves one more group. And we also have... Oh. You're just going to... Yeah, give up after a moment. Ah, figures. I haven't found that last group of stout axes yet, but I did find Covadil. Hello there. Are you looking for something?
Will you look at that? That is the Spire of Lurash.
Yes, that fortress was built there upon the lowest slopes of Ered Lithui when Gondor established its watch upon Mordor. It was called the Peacehold of Seathost, and nothing moved on Ordrum without alerting the attention of its defenders. But the vigilance of Gondor failed in time, and it was abandoned. The orcs burrowed beneath its foundations, and the earth shook, and Sithos crumbled into ruin. The spire of Lugash arose in its place. That is it right there. If it weren't for the scholarly pursuit of knowledge, you would think that was merely an evil tower. But now you know some history of it. Isn't that fascinating? Well, Perhaps. But there was once a Gondorian fortress there, and I wonder if there might still be signs of it. You should do what we scholars of the House of Lore often do when we want to unearth lost knowledge. We dig about in debris, Pineveer. You never know what you might find. Oh, search the old ash piles around the spire and see if you can find some remnants of the Gondorian presence here, for knowledge and for knowing. She's crazy. She's absolutely, positively crazy. Absolutely crazy. Hmm. That one's not shaped like a dragon like the rest of them. Yeah, I thought that is where I'd be expecting the last of them to be. Yeah? This looks like the perfect place for one of her watching stones. But it's not shaped like a dragon. What, she ran out of dragon ideas or something? Sort of reminds me of he who shall not be named. Although it's unclear if the spirit dwells within, the statue of the enemy seems to resist my efforts. Oh well. So much for that. Now, what about that last group of stout axes? The mountain certainly has changed over the years since I've been here. Probably much of the change happened as a result of the destruction of the ring. Oh, I think I found the last set of dour hands. Stout axes, not dour hands. Hello there. You've been recalled. Time to go. We haven't found anything anyway. There you go. Now, let's get out of here before the bats come. Because, they love to follow me. I have recalled the expedition, sir. I'm saddened to learn that some of my folk fell into the fires of the mountain. It seems even keeping a careful pace is no longer enough. The tremors have grown more powerful since Sauron's falls, and the new cracks form in the earth with each passing day. It's challenging to keep a steady footing when you can't trust the ground shall remain whole beneath you. We shall have to be more careful the next time the mistress sends us out on whatever it is we're meant to find. For those that have returned, they shall enjoy a long awaited rest. You have done my folk a great service, Pineveer. Well, you're welcome then. And I also challenged those stones. Some of the spirits fled to Lugash, you say? Well, that's no good. No good at all. It's certain that Mistress Zorth shall wish to speak with me about what her spirit saw, so it shall be my task to convince her that no threat comes to the Flaming Spire. I doubt she shall protest when I tell her that we drove you and your armies from Mordor. Well, that's certainly not quite true, but whatever. Let's see. Well, not as if I'm going to be using any of these things. Just choose something and sell it. What else?
Long have we toiled, and for what?
Pineveer, we stand before the main gate of Lurash, but you must not enter by that way. The mistress has watching stones guarding the inside of the gate, and if you are detected, she shall bring her wrath down upon us all. Many years ago, she allowed us to construct a second, hidden gate leading from our barracks out to the parapet far above. We grew weary of her spirits lingering near us and begged her to keep the watching stones away from our barracks. We did not expect mercy, but she relented and set them only as guards within the main gate. Do you understand? You must enter through the hidden gate if you're to remain beneath the mistress's notice. It is not hidden in the ways of our folk, Pineveer, but it is hidden from the spire's face. Behind the spire, you will find a dirt pathway leading on to Lugash itself. You must follow our lamps of crystals to a small, shadowed alcove. It is there you shall find the hidden gate. Go now. I must still speak with the mistress to calm her fears about the spirits you drove back to the spire, but once that is done, you shall find me at the barracks in the central level of the spire. Alright. Well, to give him a little bit extra time, I might as well also do some digging for Covadil. Apparently one of the ash piles is right at the front door. The front door that I will not be using and will stay a little bit away from. Anything there? No. Anything there? No. Well, let's see if there's anything else on the other side. Looks like we've got others around here. Cultists of some sort, I think. Well, that's gonna be nasty. I don't want them to notice me. Whoever the Order of the Eye. Well, let me just poke out the Order of the Eye. Yeah, just a little jab into them, right? There you go. Oh, wonderful. Now you get to kill many more of them, it looks like, for a deed. Yay! Oh my! I finally completed Enmity of the Cultists! And unlocked Enmity of the Cultists 2! What do I get for that? Deed completed. Needful Ingenuity. Plus 5% crafting experience modifier. Oh, yippity-doo. And Enmity of the Cultist 2 gives me Nimble-Handed. One-handed axe damage, two-handed axe damage, and dagger damage. As if that's going to help me any. But it looks like I've just found the final piece of ash that I need to examine. So let's take care of this pesky worm. And we can be done with that. There you go. Oh, apparently a cultist was examining it. Hey, listen, I finished a deed killing many of you. I guess you want me to start killing many more. Oh well, found a metal piece in here. I hope she finds that interesting. Now, before I return to her, let's see if I can find my way up here. Looks like it's going to be a fun little trip. Ah, this looks like the way. Gosh, the Flaming Spire. Oh, that's a really nice, cozy name to make you feel comfortable. How do we get up here? Up. Oh, one of those things. But we'll continue to go up, and maybe someday we will find out if this is the right way or if I'm just going off in the wrong direction. But at least I guess I'm getting a little... Oh, even further. What are we? They live on top of the tower or something? Up, 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 up. A few small crystal lamps rise above the stones of Lukash and lead upward. We're supposed to follow the trail of lamps. Well, that's nothing there. I think the lamps probably go up the stairs anyway. Just wanted to make sure there was nothing strange up there. We're in Mordor, everything's strange. Right, right. Ah, a little campsite. No, alright. I don't see the lamps, so perhaps this isn't... Oh no, there it is, right there. Aha! I said I didn't see it, and there was one sticking right in the way. Ah! I found the hidden gate, and it looks like I also found Gimli, who made it here before I did. Well then, inside? It looks like I found the Stout Axe stronghold. Hmm. Ah, Sparkorth! Hello there. Ah, at last you've come. I spoke with Mistress Zoreth, and she was pleased to learn that the strange invaders were driven out. She wishes to focus on her research at the height of the spire, so I do not think we need to worry about her for now. Now that that's all settled, I have a few duties to perform about the spire. If you would aid me in some of them, perhaps Gimli shall have more time in which to ask his questions. All right then, I guess I shall help you. Concerning Zorith, I did run into her during the Stout Axe intro, but as I was a slave back then, there's a possibility that I was so beneath her notice that she might not recognize me, especially in this getup. And especially when you consider that none of the Stout Axes have recognized me either, right?
Our fortunes are lost and our people broken.
It often falls to me to ensure that my folk best serve the Mistress Zoreth, and as of late, that has meant tireless work. Our searches for Sauron's trinkets have not borne fruit, and the mistress has become impatient. If we do not find something soon, I fear we shall lose her favor. And what would become of my folk? Nothing good, I think. Maybe you could check with the Gondorians? In addition to a few tasks of my own, my brethren here in the barracks and down at the forges below have quite a few tasks to finish. Will you aid them while I speak with Gimli? I must honor him for pledging himself so selfishly to the freedom of my folk. All right, you could do that. And what else do you need me to do?
How have we fallen so far?
Yes, for my part, I have but one task for you, and it is one of dire importance to my folk, Fineveer. The men of the Order of the Eye have been searching Dor Amarth in the ruins of Barad-dûr for Sauron's artifacts since his fall, and they have taken careful notes of all they have found, as has Mistress Zoreth. I know, I ran into a couple of them along the way. I hope you don't mind that I killed a few of them. Anyway, one of my folk, Zisting, once told me of a rumor shared with him by Mistress Zoreth. She told him that King Greytooth was still held within the deeper dungeons of the Dark Tower, but she would speak no more of it when the rumor spreading among us. I must know if the mistress spoke true. Does the king still live? Did that tower fall down or something? Well, there is that. But check anyway. The Order has sent expeditions all across Dor Amarth, from the deepest depths of the black pits of Mordoth to the very gates of Lugach. I would ask that you seek out their leaders and see if they bear missives or orders that speak of King Greytooth. Will you do this for me? Will you do this for us, Pineveer? Well, seeing that he's technically my king also, I guess I better. Yes, and now finding the rest of the people. We need someone for Dreary, Frecky, Zvisting, and well, that's Sparkoth. So let's see about the rest of them that we need. Ah, and here's Frecky.
We endure, as we always have. That is our way.
Since I've returned to the spire, I have noticed a few of the smiths of my kin looking unwell. They have toiled tirelessly for their mistress, and I think their hunger has finally caught up to them. In truth, we all hunger. We're allowed only meager rations of old meat and overripe vegetables. The folk of Nirn bear the burden of feeding all of Mordor, and there is little left for us once Mistress Zorith's kin and the orcs have had it. The measly rations that still remain are piled about here in the barracks, and I would have you gather them for the smiths. My kin may be displeased, but the health of our folk is worth more than one missed meal. Offer the smiths a brief respite and some rations, and if the mistress is displeased with me for allowing it, she can come speak with me herself. Well, that's quite strong talk, and considering that I used to be one of those smiths, I suppose I could feel something for them also. Oh, yes, measly rations. I remember that oh so well. This looks like enough rations to share with the Smiths, and it looks like I found Drury. What will Drury have for us to do? And will we be able to get enough food to the Smiths so they can continue working without being overly tired? We have to find that out in the next episode of Piney Plays a Stout Minstrel.